Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be unboxing the iBasso DX340, and it is the successor of the DX320. Let's open it up and see what's inside. The DX340 has iBasso's discrete DAC, which has 16 sets of PWM DACs. The DX340 is constructed of stainless steel. It has a dual battery structure, and you can remove these screws to replace the batteries by yourself. Inside this box we have a warranty card, a quick start guide, 4 screen protectors for the front, and 2 screen protectors for the back. There's also 2 glass protectors, also one for the front and one for the back. And this is the leather case that comes with the DX340. It's made from real leather, and it has a metal heatsink on the back. This is the external adapter that allows you to connect external power to the AMP15 amplifier card on the DX340. The port is located at the bottom of the AMP15 card. Connecting the external power will increase the maximum output power from 1.2 watts at 32 ohms to 2.1 watts at 32 ohms. And here we have the cables. This is the coaxial cable that you can use when you use the DX340 as a digital transport. We have the burn-in cable that connects to the balanced output. iBasso recommends 100 to 200 hours of burn-in time for a DX340 to reach its peak performance. And here we have a USB cable. So after looking into the design, in order to replace the batteries, you need to remove the amp card as well, and then remove 2 screws inside. Then you will be able to slide the cover out to reveal the battery. So it's still relatively easy to remove the battery if it ages. I think it's a very good job from iBasso to keep this design. So here's the amplifier card. You can use older amplifier cards by iBasso, but you can only use this card with DX340 at the moment. Okay, now I'll reassemble my DX340. Okay, so everything's put back together. I wouldn't recommend you open your DX340 for nothing. I just wanted to show you that it's doable and the batteries are user replaceable, so you don't have to open up yours to check it out. Now I'll replace this screen protector and turn on the device. The DX340 runs on Android 13. It has 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. The Android system is basically the same as DX180, and it has Play Store pre-installed, so you can download your streaming apps right away. And for the settings, we have 2 gain settings for the DAC and 3 gain settings for the amp. You can switch to Mango OS, then the DX340 will run on Linux. And if you play files only, it should save some battery as it doesn't have to run Android. And here we have Mango OS. I haven't put in my SD card, so there's no music. And in the settings, we have DC in Super Gain, which allows you to connect the external power, and line out and phone out settings, DAC high-low gain, amp gain, and the equalizer. There's also 5 digital filters for the DAC inside. Okay, let's see what happens if I plug in the external power. Right now the DC in super gain setting is grayed out. After I plug it in, it immediately allows me to turn this on. And there's still 3 gain settings for the amp. But this external power does not charge the internal batteries. It's only for the amp card. Okay, so I'll install my microSD card and install some streaming apps on the DX340 first, and let this burn in for a couple of days. I'll start reviewing it and come up with a full review in a few weeks. Let me know if you have any questions about the DX340 in the comments below, and I'll answer them down there or in a full review. Thank you for watching.